scalpers exist. There's big money in the tickets. They're going to get the tickets, man. That's why, you know.
Why do you let their booth come to the expo?
Fight Club. The Fight Club members buy tickets first. There's scalpers out there with, 10, 15 Fight Club memberships. It's hard. It's just very, very hard to police, especially with all the other things that we're doing. It's tough. So I'm sorry. All right, sweet. Thanks.
Hi, Dan. Hey, there's two fighters that left the UFC that are probably twice as good now as they were 5 years ago. Nick Diaz and Rocky Lawler.
Yeah.
Will we see those guys again?
Yeah, I think you will. I like Nick Diaz.
I wasn't sure what your relationship was like. I know you love him, and I know how he can be.
Yeah,
but
I definitely know how he can be.
obviously he's a great fighter. And
He is. No, I like Nick Diaz very much. I respect him. And Robbie Lawler and I have been friends, the whole time, even when he was gone. Yeah, I guarantee you'll probably see those guys in the UFC again. Hi, Nick. Hey, no worries. Every good sporting league, they need that corporate sponsorship dollars to help support the league. Right now, those are going to be a little hard to come by. Right. Tell me about what UFC is doing to keep those corporate dollars flowing and help support the league in general. I don't know if you ever saw the piece that CNBC did on us, but one of the things that we've been very lucky is that we had to build this business without the help of anybody. Nobody helped us. We weren't like Bob Arum and Don King, where HBO comes in and says, we'll give you $7 million for this fight. We'll come in and do all the production. We go over to the MGM and they give us an $8 million site fee and they sell all the tickets. Nobody ever did that for us. We didn't even have pay-per-view. We didn't have television. So what we had to do is we had to figure out how to build a business and sustain this business, have it make money without any help from any outside sources. And in the beginning, it sucked really bad. And now that things have turned around, it's the greatest thing in the world. So having the way that I look at corporate sponsors right now, I don't look at corporate sponsors for the money. Like, for instance, like golf needs them. Golf has to have them. Without them, golf dies. Tennis has to have them. Baseball, all these other sports have to have them. We don't have to have them. What I look for now in sponsors is a strategic partner like Bud Light, who's one of the biggest sports marketers in the world, who can help take the sport to another level. So it's more about building the sport than really getting those corporate dollars. I'm looking for somebody that when you go to this, you go to buy a 12-pack of Bud Light, they're doing those in-store promotions for the UFC and the fight and this, that. And those are the kind of partnerships I'm looking for in a sponsor, not dollars. All right?
hey, Dan, I just wanted to ask you when you were planning on coming back to Sacramento to do the show.
Dude, I just left Sacramento.
Well, that was from UFC, right?
Yeah.
Well, we went to UFC. Come over to shit on the WC. That was a great show. I'm a fan of WWE. I'm going to get UFC back there also.
All right. We'll be back in Sacramento. Every time we come to Sacramento, it's insane. It's so great. This last event was a sellout. It was a huge success. Sacramento's awesome. It's a big fight town. We'll definitely be back there.
All right. I think what you did with Matt, putting the UFC Hall of Fame was awesome.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
What's going on, Dan? What's up, buddy?
I just wanted to ask, with the rise of the sport and everything, do you think that there's a possibility that you might put boxing out of commission and force fighters to be MMA if they want to keep on combating?
That's a great question. I think that the kids that are growing up today, I think when you make this choice of competing in a martial art or getting into something, you're going to take mixed martial arts instead of boxing, just one component of what you could learn. It's like I say this all the time, but I was such a diehard boxing fan. It was insane. It was all I cared about. It was all I thought about. Once I was introduced to mixed martial arts, I still like boxing. You put on a good Pacquiao, Mayweather, I'm going to watch that fight. You know what I mean? You put on a good fight in boxing, I'm going to watch it. But the reality is, you can't tell me you have to watch boxing and you're a diehard boxing fan. You're like, God damn, I wish you could kick We had problems in the UK when we went there. People don't know, me and Lorenzo were sitting in a hotel room the night that we were supposed to do the fight at the Taj Mahal. Not the Taj Mahal, come on, help me out here. Where we do that fight? The first one in the UK. Huh? Royal Albert Hall. We're supposed to do the fight there. They were going to shut us down. Me and Lorenzo had a bunch of attorneys on the phone, attorneys in the room, and we fought it. And we did it. They were trying to, we had opposition to Germany. We fought it and we got it. And we're going to beat Canada. We're going to beat it everywhere. The reality is now we have a 10-year track record of success, safety. It's hard to deny the sport once you educate people about it. And the reality is once we go into Abu Dhabi and we put on an event there, there's enough fans there that we're going to do well there. People are going to show up, they're going to leave. What happens is when they leave that place, they go into, in fact, 10 or 15 other people. Okay, it's like a virus. It's what mixed martial arts is. And in the 9-year history of putting on these events, and I've had some people go, I told you earlier, people are afraid they're going to get killed at one of these events and all this stupid shit you hear, right? I've never in 9 years in doing this had somebody leave the arena after a live event and go, I want no part of this. You know what I mean? Once you leave that arena that night, you're like, okay, I get it. And maybe you're not a fan of fighting. Not everybody's going to be a fan of fighting. I hate golf, okay? Doesn't mean everybody, other people can't play it or watch it. And then one of the things is, back when I was growing up, there was Channel 3, Channel 5, Channel 8, and Channel 13, okay? That's how many stations there were, okay? And, you had to put stuff on that everybody liked. There's 5 million stations now. You don't like it? Change the fucking channel, okay? That's the bottom line. Mixed martial arts isn't going anywhere. It's only getting bigger. And I know my personality comes off like I'm always at war, but I am. It's the way you have to be in this business. We cannot be denied. We will not be denied. This thing is going to get bigger, and we're going everywhere, man, whether people like it or not.